are on the right path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self discovery, the journey of self love, the journey of self empowerment. Stay on this journey. Let's talk about point number 4. Get off the competition. It follows, it could have been part of number 3, but it follows number 3. Get off the competition. You see, the competition is what's killing you. The competition is what's putting you against somebody else. No, in fact, as we have heard, the only competition you should be concerned of with is yourself. You see, my personal trainer just texted me earlier saying it's all about me versus me. He says, here, my brother, we put the body to the test, to the ultimate you versus yourself. No winner, just understanding. Yes, he says in his workout program, in the way that he trains his clients, he put them to the ultimate test of them versus themselves. There will be no winner at the end of the day, just understanding. So you have to understand that because you are unique, there's no need to compete. All you have to do is develop your own unique abilities, develop your own personal talents, develop your own innate talents that lie dormant in you. That's all you have to do. In fact, the people that we worship in the world, the people that we praise in the world are individuals who have developed their personal talents and they have blessed us with that. They do not compete. They step to their own personal abilities, they develop them, and then they capitalize on them. And that way we get to be blessed with the result of them doing that. So, competition is going to weaken you. Competition is going to, comparing yourself to others, is going to make you feel as one and the same as them. But you're not. You are unique. You are one of one kind. You are not like them. There is not one prize that all of them are seeking to get. There is not one prize that all of them are running after, and including you. No, there isn't one prize that we are all seeking to get, and then the rest are losers and the rest are failures. No, that's not the truth of life, my friend. The truth of life is we all have our own prize. We are all the prize. See, this mindset empowers you. This is an empowering belief. Competition is a disempowering perspective and belief and mindset. To think that there is one prize that you and the many other billions are seeking to get is a survival mindset. And that's what creates all the animosities, all the issues, all the egotistical pursuits that we see in the world. But when you take the perspective and adjust your belief to reflect that you are unique and there's no need to compete, and the only competition that might exist is the old you and the new you and the current you and the future you, and that you're always striving to be your best, you're always striving to develop your own personal abilities, to develop your own personal talents and the things that are lying dormant in you, all of a sudden it brings you to a place of such an unshakable self-confidence. Man, I know I have some abilities to develop, and I have stopped comparing myself to other people. For God's sake, I have an accent. English is my third language. Sometimes I mispronounce a word. Sometimes, I mean, hey, right here, for the past 30 minutes, God knows how many words I have mispronounced and how many things I didn't say right. But I had to get rid of that. I had to get off that and come to the place of understanding that, man, there are people who will still listen to me because they will be paying attention at the value that I'm giving them more than my accent. You understand? I had a mentor years ago, a mentor pastor. I used to have a really big problem with my accent. Okay. So I came to the US at 22 years old. So my brain had already been fully developed in my own native tongues. So I went to college for English. And 18 years later, this is how I speak it, okay? Well, you judge for yourself. And in the church, I was in Bible school, in seminary, and a youth leader and a member of the board of directors and other things that I was doing. And I used to have a problem with my accent. I used to feel like nobody was listening, nobody was going to listen. I was not focusing on the contents that I have. I was not focusing on my abilities to natural abilities that I have to motivate the people, to inspire them, to touch them, you understand, to move them. I was not focusing on that. I was focusing instead on the medium, which is my voice, which is the accent. And the pastor himself had an accent, right? And he was very successful. Had written several books and was a prominent speaker in the community. He had actually several churches. And I remember one time bringing that to him, and he pulled me into his office and he told me, Brother David, listen carefully. Some of the most successful people in the world and in America have an accent. Some of those people mispronounce words. Some of them, it's so hard to even hear what they're saying. And yet, people flock to listen to them, to watch them, and people purchase their products because it's the value, it's the magnetism in them, and it's the blessing, it's the way that individual can move people, it's the truth that that individual is giving people. He said, brother, get off that issue of accent and tap into your own natural abilities. Like when you speak, how you affect people. Focus on that. Focus on your life purpose of what you have to give and how people are blessed by it. My friend, I'm grateful for this mentor. Many, many, many other things he helped me with. But this particular issue is what helped me, where today, many years later, I can be behind the mic talking to you about self confidence without any worry about my accent, without any concern for my accent. You understand? Because even for myself, I have listened to and still listen to people with accents, and some of them have heavier accents than others, and some of them you have to replay the content, and you and through all of that, sometimes I say to myself, "Oh, okay, okay, man, no matter how hard it is to understand him or her, but I do still want the content. I still want to listen to them. I still want to pay attention because they have a way, they have a unique ability to bless the world. And I do want to be blessed by them. And so we get off the competition. We stop looking at everybody. We look at ourselves and our unique abilities, and we develop our unique abilities, that empowers us and that gives us unshakable self-confidence. Imagine imagine you getting to a place where you stop comparing yourself to other people, right? And you start thinking, I am a speaker, I am a teacher, a writer, a business, an entrepreneur, a whatever it is, a scientist, and I am only concerned with my own abilities. I am only concerned with the results that I get and how I share them with people and the people who are blessed by that. Imagine coming to that place. All of a sudden, you get uh, tunnel vision, which is necessary for success, right? All of a sudden, you just zoom in on your own life purpose, on your own life calling. You just stay there. You just go boom and you stay there. Busy developing your own self, busy working on your own self, busy taking care of your own personal talents with gratitude, knowing that only you can do it this way, and people are waiting to hear from you, and people are looking forward to your next book, your next video, your next product, your next speech, your next podcast, your next whatever. People are waiting for you to give them something that only you can give to them that way. People are waiting, my friend. Get off the competition. Tap into your own personal ability. Tap into your own talent. Tap into yourself. Forget the comparison. Please, I'm begging you, forget the comparison. It will destroy you. It will drag your self-confidence to the ground. It will trample your self-confidence underfoot. You will walk around with your head down. Your voice will be shaky. You will not have an opinion. You will not speak your truth. You will not step forward when you compare yourself to others. You will not rise to a place of power. You will not rise to a place of self-knowledge. You will do a disservice to yourself, your community, and the world at large. That's not you. You're not going to do that. You're going to focus on your own unique abilities to develop your own talents so that you can bless the people around you. And that will bring you not only unshakable self-confidence, but fulfillment. And you will be happy. You will be joyful.